Good morning, class. Good afternoon. Sorry. Sáng chiều. Afternoon. Hello. Các bạn hôm nay có khỏe không các bạn? Các bạn nhìn thấy cái bảng của cô rõ chưa? Âm thanh được chưa các bạn? Được chưa các bạn ơi? Các bạn cho cô biết cái. Các bạn ơi, các bạn nhìn thấy bảng và âm thanh được chưa các bạn?
Dạ được rồi cô ơi.
Cảm ơn em. Ok. Trước là mình học mình có giải bài tập rồi đúng không các bạn? Có giải bài tập rồi. Nhưng mà cô muốn nhắc lại cho các bạn một số ý để khi mà các bạn thi thì các bạn không có bị sai chỗ này. Cô nhắc lại một số ý cho cái global nha. Global criterion. Compromise. So global here that is the maximize I, right? I from 1 to n. So you transform that become minimize z here equal to everyone is all the objective here that is the maximize. If you have maximize z, minimize 2 by so like this.
Dạ cô ơi, âm thanh nó cứ bị giật giật đó cô.
So thì cũng không có, em cũng bị giật giật mà các bạn nghe rõ chưa các bạn?
Dạ rồi cô.
Chỉnh bảng. So everyone pay attention on this case. So when you have max, you have mean here. So you can choose. For general like this, everyone, you can use that one. So mean Z. Mean Z. Z star minus Z. So that is for maxima, right? So if the better you can use this and plus one like this. Here is Z. So I can use that a V, right? Z represent for maxima. I can use V here. V for minima. Z star minus. So here that is for minima, everyone. Here that is for maxima. If maximize for this case, so you can write like this. But for the objective is minimize, so you got the formula like this. So make sure that you not get the mistake in this stage. So I mentioned on this one. Let me see. So we can use absolute here. That is for global. Everyone pay attention on global. But for compromise, you have max here. Max, right? Max or mean. So, Z. So you also transform mean distance here. Right. So let me check with the formula. different here. And we also have W here. W. Okay. So, and we have one over here. So everyone, remember in this here, a little bit different. So I want to distinguish for you. Make sure you don't make mistake in this stage. Hello. Okay, everyone, if you're not sure about this, so you can note, take note. Everyone, you clear on this one? If your objective maximize, so you can do this. If minimize, so you should separate. Right? Separate, minimize, you follow this formula. But for compromise, so maximize and minimize, so you can do mean here. Absolute. You get absolute here. This is the same. So today's lesson, move on to Go programming. So everyone, today's lesson we will study with another technique, Go programming. Hello, any question on this one, everyone? You don't have, so I will eliminate that. Okay. So today's lesson we study with Go programming. Go programming. Các bạn hôm bữa mình học tới cái Go này chưa các bạn? Cô có nói với các bạn về cái Go programming này chưa các bạn? Có nói chút nào chưa? Trước cô nhớ có một lớp cô có dạy một xíu mà không biết các bạn cô dạy chưa? Lớp mình dạy cái phần Go này. Bạn còn nghe cô Mỹ Uyên cho cô biết hôm trước mình có học tới cái Go này, học xíu này cho em.
Chưa học gì luôn. Dạ.
Các bạn nhớ là Khoa đang gửi các bạn đăng ký thi SIT đó các bạn. Rồi các bạn nhớ đăng ký nha, chứ không là quên đó, cái đó nó quan trọng lắm. Các bạn là kỳ sau là các bạn sẽ làm thi SIT đúng không ta? Lớp các bạn nè. Thì các bạn nhớ nhưng mà cái đó mốc có quan trọng đó. Okay, so today's lesson, I introduce you Go programming. So what is the Go programming? What is different global and compromise and goal here. What is different? Okay, goal programming, they have the same idea, that is goal programming, they also solve the problem. Multiple objective. Okay. But they also have maximize or minimize something. So they also transform them, become minimize. But not gì hả? Minimize. So what is the difference? Different here. So in this one, you have hello, can you mute your mic? So we have like minimize objective. So you have for variables have decision variable and deviation variable. So they have two type variable. About the constraints, constraint have soft constraint and hard constraint. But for global here and compromise, they just have decision variable only and hard constraint. Only have decision variable. What is the decision variable? Decision variable is x, x1, x2, x3. What is the hard constraint? Hard constraint, that is from the subject 2. Subject 2, you have constraint 1, constraint 2. That is hard constraint. But for goal programming, they have something different here. They have deviation. They have soft constraint. Okay. In here, you can see that they have weight, right? Weight. Compromise, they have weight. But goal programming, they have priorities. They also have weight. They also have priorities combined with weight. Okay. That is main difference. So for, of course, that is so multiple objectives. So they also pay on the philosophy, the sacrifice and satisfies. Okay. So if you look at table 1.2 in the slide, you can see that what is the priority. So I give you the idea about the priorities. So for example, if you have, okay, before I talk about the priority, let me talk about the goal. So in here you have objective, but you can see here you have goal. But who can let me know what is the difference between objective and goal? What is different, everyone? So when we talk about goal, we have a target. So, for example, I want get the profit is 1,000 US dollar. That is the goal. But the objective, that is the direction to achieve a goal, that is minimize or maximize. Minimize cost, maximize objective, maximize profits, that is objective. But I want to achieve 1,000 US dollar for profits, that is goal. The difference between goal and objective. Okay. So in goal, when we talk about goals, so in this formula, in this methods we apply to solve with many goals. So many goals. And we have priority for each goal. For example, if you look at the table 1.2, you have priority level 1, 2, 3, and you have goal. So the first satisfy nutritional requirement. So I said that is priority 1, but stay with the daily budgets. So that is priority 2, and meet patient food preference. That is the priority 3. You can see that is the first priority. When we set one goal, that is the first priorities, it mean you get them everything. You can sacrifice number 2 and number 3, but you try to reach the goal number 1. So when you set first priority, like satisfying nutritional requirement, so it means you can sacrifice stable daily budget. You can sacrifice meet patient first preference. So it means you must do, if you have to sacrifice, so you should sacrifice the lower priorities. So first priority, that is the first one, so you should keep that. You can sacrifice 2 and 3. Okay. So the question is how we can define the priorities. Everyone, what you pay on when you give the priority. So can you give me example when you have many goals? So everyone, first of all, can you give me like 3 goals? Example, everyone. Who can let me know, please? Okay. So, okay, I give you another example in global framing. For example, if you have go 1 and go 2, go 1 and go 2, so you target go 1 is 100, but you achieve 90. You target go 2, that is 100, you achieve 90. But if you look at the solution number 2, solution number 2 is you target 100, but you achieve 100. 2, you target 100, but you achieve 80. So what do you have any like conclude on this table? So if you give the priorities, like you go 1 that is first priority, the second one is the second priority. So of course they will refer to choose solution 2 because they want to achieve goal 1, first priorities, and for goal 2 they can sacrifice. So even though you can see here, even though his total is 180, 180, but for goal programming it uses first priority, so you can see that the solution 1, the first one they not achieve, the second one they also not achieve, right? But for the solution 2, at least they achieve goal 1. So 1 goal they achieve. But for solution 2, solution 1 is no, they don't achieve any goal. Okay. So that is for priorities. They also have the weight. Goal, they also have the weight for goal. But what is the difference priority and weight? So if I give the weight high weight, it means like more important than, right? So why we need to have priorities? Everyone? Hello. Hello, everyone. So my question is, if you have the weight here, so why we need to have priorities? So what is the difference between priority and weight? Who give me an idea? Okay, please.
So based on the weight, we can rank the priorities. Is that correct?
Based on weight, we can give the priority. So if you have weight, so you can see the priority, right? But why we don't need why we don't need why we need priority? We have weight. Weight can represent for priority, right? If you have weight higher, it is more important, right? Higher importance, a strong importance. So, everyone, do you have any idea? So, my question, everyone, so for objective, any objective, we can define weight, can or cannot. So for example here, look at this one. So here I have priority, right? So when I use the priority, it means I cannot define exactly the weight of the objective. Yes, here is the goal, the first goal here, but we cannot define the weight. Not exactly. When you define the weight, so you should define exactly the number 0.6 or 0.7 or 0.3. Because we cannot define exact, so we use the priorities. Okay, everyone? They also use weight for penalties. So for example, if I have the goal like this, so my goal should be reach that demand. Demand is 1,000 units. But my goal here, but if I cannot reach demand here, so I must to pay like double money, return double money. So weight also can represent for penalties. Okay, everyone. So for goal programming, we have 3 types. First, that is the lexicographic. Lexicographics, or they have different name. When you read the book, so you can see that it is preemptive. And for weightics, here that is non-preemptive, weighted. And for trouble-shape goal programming, that is the min-max goal programming. So we have 3 types of goal programming variants. Okay. So first of all, I will tell you the model of goal programming. What is the model of goal programming? So for goal programming, the model is look like this. Like the model. So they have minimize priorities like D. So P represents for priorities, and D here, that is deviation variable. So deviation variable, we have 2 types, that is positive and negative. That is the overachievement and underachievement. So I will tell you. So we have subtract 2. So subtract 2. Subtract here we have hard constraint and soft constraint. So hard constraint, that is like this, like x1 plus with bx2 a1 a2 greater than b1. So that is the hard constraint. Or bi is a1 a2. So that is the hard constraint. Or I can write like A X matrix greater than B. That is hard constraints. And what is the soft constraint? The soft constraint, they also have like this, also A X, but you can plus B1 minus 1 and B1 plus. So let that then C. Or the, here we can write that is different. C. So C here, that is matrix, everyone. Matrix. That is the number. So that is we call soft control. So they have the form like this. Here that is deviation. And D minus here times B plus will be equal to 0. So equal to 0 is mean one of them equal to 0 or both equal to 0, right? So D1 minus and D1 plus can be equal to 0. Or just one of them, D1 equal to 0, D minus equal to 0. So D1 plus D1 minus greater than equal to 0. Okay, that is the general form. That is general form. Okay, so what is the lexicographic programming? Or they can call that is the preemptive role. So because here we have priority, right? Priority. So the model here, the model have priority. So we can call that is the preemptive role or lexicographic. So you know lexical is look like when you look up the dictionary, we have the A, B, C, D. So if A here, we can look up the words related with A, right? The category A, B, C. So priorities is mean they call it the lexical. Lexical also they have 1, 2, 3. That is the preemptive. Lexical or preemptive role. They use priorities. Weightics. So weightics, that is no role either predetermined to dominate any other role. So weight here, we don't have priorities. And for triple set, You have no priority, no weight. Find the good balance to own objective. So weighted study the non-preemptive goal movement. So we have 3 types. Okay. So for goal programming here, everyone, for goal programming, they apply in many problems. So the real problem, they refer to choose the goal programming. Why they refer? Because you know that for real problem, they just say, I want to satisfy this one, I want to meet that one, and I want to get that number. So in the real life, they refer to select goal programming to choose that, to solve the problem. So for represent, for deviation, for preemptive, for the model here, so I will give you example. So what example in slide 19? Everyone look at the slide 19. Look at the slide 19, everyone. So here we have 2 products, product A and B. Suppose the first criteria related to amount of hour labor per week used to manufacture 2 products A and B. So assume variable x1, that is number of product A manufacture per week. X2, that is B manufacture per week. And each type A product take 4 hours, B take 3 hours to manufacture. So suppose design level to use no more than 120 hour labor. Okay. And here you have the when you finish product A, you can sell with 100. Product B, you can sell with 150. And the target you want to get for the profit study 7,000 US dollar. So the company have some strategies for their weekly production. They wish to maintain the production at least 40 units, of each one product. The company have to purchase minimum of 50 liter. Here's liter of this product per week. It's item type A, U2, but B is U1, 1 liter. So disposing a new product is the okay. So and many things here. So with goal programming, we have the problem like that. So you must to formulate them and solve the problem. Everyone, you can see the first side. You can see that it complicates, but I hope you got to see it and make it simple. Everyone, you remember how we formulate problem? How you formulate a mathematical problem? So here you have, let me remind you, here you have product A, right? You have product B. Product A and product B. A and B, everyone. If you want to formulate the problem, so it complicates, so you can use table to handle the information. So here that is how many hours? Hour, right? Here it takes 2 hours, 4 hours. So no more than they have that is available resource. Available resource. Available resource. So here we have hour, right? No more than. So the profits. So when they sell the profits, they sell one product, so they get 150. So estimate the yes that money, right? At least 40 units of each of the products. So it means A here. Must be 40 units. At least 40 units. 40 units. 40 units. Minimum. Here you 2 liter and 1 liter. Available minimum. The second constraint related to machine time, which can maximize maximum combined production of both. Maximize combined production of both products to 75 a week. Okay. So 75 a week. Here that is the minimum. But if they combine, that is they have 75 units. Suppose that the company have clear order, which they wish to see the goal satisfied. So for first priority, they achieve the profits goal. So here they have goal 1. Achieve the strategic production goal. Production goal is mean they must do here, right? Each one must be achieved at least 40. Each one at least 40. And the total here. So x1 here, x2 plus should be equal to 75. So here I can write at 1, 1. So that is row 2, and here that is also row 2. And for row 3, that is the labor row. Labor row here, that is row 3. So everyone, we have 1, 2, 3 rows. So after we summarize, we put information in this table. So right now we can write the formula. We formulate. So this is row 1, row 2, row 2, and row 3. Row 3, row 2, row 1, row 2. So right now how we can formulate, everyone? Everyone, when I write 1, 1, 2, 2, 3 here, it means that it related with sub-constraints. Sub-constraint. But the constraint, I don't write anything here. Let me see. Let me see. It's go to. Let me see. The production goal. Production goal. Here is not production goal. That is number 2, the labor. Let me see. Achieve profits. Here that is profits, right, everyone? Production goal. Here that is units. Compile that units. And label. Here. So that's 1 here. 1, 2, 3 here. That is the subcontract. And that's 1, and this one that is hard contract. So why we call that is subcontract? Subcontract is mean we want to miss that the target here. We want to meet that. But in here you don't see any, right? Anything here. You don't see. You don't have any role. It means that is a fit. They cannot change. So they want to read that one, but sometimes they cannot write it. They try to read that, but sometimes they cannot achieve. It's still okay. But here we cannot violate. We cannot. So it means we have not complete. So it means we cannot find a solution outside the principle here. But we must follow find a solution in principle solution that have constraint. So first of all, I will write it down for you first. You can look at the formula in the slide. You can see we have 3x1, right? 4x2 equal to 100. So in here you can see that, look at the slide, they have no more than. So we have 3x1 plus 4x2 lesser than 1, no more. So here is 100. 100. So 1 plus 150x2. So everyone in here is what you write here, what size? What size here, everyone? Greater than, lesser than, or equal? Hello. Hello everyone. That is equal. You think that equal? So everyone, do you have any other idea? Everyone?
I think it's greater than or equal.
What do you think like this? What do you think greater than?
I think it's because it's the profit and they want it to be as much as possible, and as they don't really know about it, they just have an initial guess.
Yeah. So that is correct. Yeah, thank you. So everyone, for profit, you always want more, right? Cost is you try to minimize, but for profits, we just estimate that, but actually it's more than 7,000. It's better, right? So you can put here greater than. Thank you. Greater than. Thank you em. Để các bạn gì mới nói lúc trước mà cô chưa có, tại vì vừa giơ tay đó các bạn, cô không biết. Bạn giơ tay.
Có nào cô?
Biết em.
Em Hành Thị Thảo An.
An là ai? Biết là An nó vừa nói là bằng.
Dạ.
Trước khi mà An trả lời là lớn hơn mặt bằng, có một bạn nói trước An.
Quang Minh.
Quang Minh. Ok, thank you Quang Minh. Tại vì cô không nhìn thấy, cô chỉ thấy cái tay giơ lên mà cô không biết cái bạn đó từ đâu, không có nhìn thấy ở trên cái list đó, nên cô không biết. Ok, cảm ơn Minh. Okay. So for the third constraint, everyone, for the third constraint, look at here. So they want that at least. So it means 40 here. 40. So 1, 1. It means x1, x1 at least is greater than or lesser than everyone. Greater than. Thank you. So next one, everyone. So who can help me to write the constraint here? Who? Hello. Who can help me to write the control number 4, number 5? Number 5, everyone. Minimum. So 2x1 versus 1x2. Right? Minimum is lesser than. So the final one, x1 plus with x2 is maximum. Minimum. Here is lesser than or greater than, everyone.
Greater than or equal.
Greater than or equal, right? That is lesser than. Okay. So everyone, everything here, you can see that is look like operation with set 1, right? Look like operation with set 1. But what is the difference here? The difference here, you can see 120. Các bạn cô mới đầu tư cái camera mới đó các bạn. Cô mới đầu tư cái camera mới để vậy cho các bạn nhìn rõ hơn. Không biết hôm nay có rõ hơn hay không. Okay. So for goal programming, everyone, here that is goal 1 is goal 2, right? Goal 1 labor. Goal 3, goal 3. So here that is the goal 3, right? Number 3. That is number 1, goal 1. That is number 2 and number 2. That is goal. So here they don't have any goal. So we call that is the hard constraint. So here we call that a soft constraint or goal constraint is the same. Goal constraint. Soft or goal constraint is the same. So, but what is goal and hard? What is different? Different here. So in here, I ask V1 minus V1 plus. Okay. So for this case, I also add 2. So here, so when we add deviation variable, so here will be chain equal. Here will be chain equal. So that is different, right? Hard and soft constraint is different. So right now we write the objective. Write the objective. So everyone, don't forget write I greater than equal to 0, di plus di minus greater than equal to 0. So right now, we draw that. Right now we draw that here. First of all, we draw that for the feasible region. Everyone, so you look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have totally, that is 6 constraints, right? 6 constraints. So I draw 6 constraints in here. Six constraints. Everyone, can you draw that? You see that that is 2 variables. So we can use graphical methods, right? Graphical methods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if we draw 6 constraints here, so which one that is a feasible region? So which one we should eliminate, which one we should take? Everyone, so I want you to draw that in your paper. Because why I want you to draw that? Because here we have sub-constraint, a little bit different, make you confused. So I hope you can take the paper and draw them. So we can work together, everyone. The first, the goal number 3 here, that is goal number 3. So look at the goal number 3. Let me check the goal. The profit, that is first goal. The second, that is the production. The second is production. And the third. First one, the goal 1. Goal 1. Goal 1, that is the 100, 150. So here we have the line. But everyone, so for familiar with this one, let me check. It's D2, D2. Yes, okay. Goal number 1. Here that is number 2, sorry. 2. So 100, 150. So we can draw that line, right? And here that is a D1 minus and D1 plus. D1 minus and D1 plus. So 3x1, 4x2. 3x1, 4x2 is rule number 3. Here should be rule number 3, everyone. Rule number 3. Everyone, correct, this one is rule number 3. Here's rule number 4. So, rule number 3, that is 3x1 and 4x2 equal 120. So here, rule number 3. And so the same, you have like this. If goal constraint, so you should show the direction on the deviation variable like this. At So you draw that, but pay attention on hard constraint here. Hard constraint that is 1, x1, x2 greater than 75. Okay. Greater than, and x1 and x2 greater than 70. So it means this area that is hard constraint. So you can see here. So feasible region, everyone. I pay on 1 constraint, 2 constraint, 3 constraints here. 1, 2, 3. So I can draw the feasible region here. Okay. Feasible region. So right now, what we're working on with goal constraints. What we're working on with goal constraints. So look at the goal 1. Goal 1, everyone here. We want to minimize or maximize the target. So they set 7,000. It means they want minimum is 7,000, right? They don't want more. They want more. So at least here you can say at least 7,000. So everyone look at this one, at least 7,000. So D minus D plus here greater than 0. So which one? So right now, what we minimize? So here, the objective need. So the first priority is so at least. So I minimize the minus. D minus 1. So everyone, do you have any question? Why, right? Why I must to minimize D minus? Who can let me know? Who can let me know why that is minimized? Hey, hello. Hello. Who can let me know, please? Châu, Hoàng Châu. Hello, Châu. Hello, Châu. Châu, are you here? Yeah, I want to ask you why I minimize D2 minus here. It's quite inconvenient for me to talk right now. So. Are you working? Are you working in the companies? You take the internship? Is this? Hey, you should pay attention on the course. Okay, I understand. So, who? Let me ask our student. Minh Ánh.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. So I'm really glad when I call your name.
Yeah, I guess I cannot give the answer now.
Yeah,
I cannot guess anything.
Yeah, but let me give you a hint. So why I don't choose B2? Why I don't choose? So you must ask yourself why I not choose B2 plus, but I choose B2 minus here. Why? So everyone, okay, all right, thank you, Manan.
Yes.
Everyone, so this group, I represent for A, A, and I plus D2 minus D2 equals 7. Okay, that's it. So I minimize that one. Because minimize that one. So that's one minimize that can be equal to 0, right? It says that because that is greater than 0. So if you minimize them, that can be greater than 0. We try to that. So if this one equal to 0, so what we have? We have A minus D equals 7, right? So my question, A greater than or lesser than 7,000? Everyone, here, if A here greater than us, A minus D2 equals 7,000. So A greater than or A lesser than 7,000.
A will greater than 7,000.
Yeah, thank you. A. So that what we want, right? That's what we want. A greater than 7,000. That's what we want here. We want at least is 7. So we must minimize it.
Teacher,
Yes.
can I ask what P1 is? P1.
Sorry. Sorry, can you repeat your question?
I want to know what is P1?
P1. P, that is priorities. 1. Priority 1. First priorities. So here you can see priority 1. You look at the slide 21. We achieve priority 1. We achieve the profit goal. So that can represent for profits, right?
So does it have a value, or do we allocate a value to it?
Value what? Just
I mean P1, is it a number or just we just roll P1?
Right down here, P1 is let everyone know that is the first priorities. Just like, because I will tell you the different form, the different model of Go programming compared with compromise and global criteria. The point is different here. That is just the words, not the number. I just let everyone know here P1. That is the first priority, represent for goal 1. Okay, everyone clear on that one?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so right now we move to goal number 2. Number two, they want what? Here, they want at least 40 units, right? At least. Here also at least 40 units. At least 40 units. Number 2, everyone. So right now I have B2. So what I minimize? Yeah, so what I minimize? D3 minus or D3 plus?
D3 minus.
D3 minus. Okay, everyone the same, right? The same idea with this one. And here also we have both constraint here belong to row 2. So in here we have B4 minus. Agree with me? Right? We want to at least 40 for each one. At least 40 for each two. Agree, everyone? So we have number 3. B3. B3. Which one? B3 here. Concurrent trees. If concurrent trees, go 3. So no more than 120 labor. No more than. So it means less than equal, right? So right now we fill in here D1. D1 what? Minus or plus?
1 minus. D1 minus. D1 plus. I mean D1.
D1 plus, right? No more than D1 plus. Everyone, you clear in this concept? You will determine which one you should minimize. Okay? Any question on this section? Okay. No question, right? No question. So everyone, what right in here? The plus here is not meaning about the plus. Not meaning we plot this one, plot this one. But we write in here, just let everyone know, okay, I want to minimize D1, D2 minus first. Finish and move to the second one and third. Not here is not the. So sometimes you can see in different books they write like this: B1 minus here B2. They write like this. They write yeah, or they like this, like this. So not plus, everyone, the plus here is not meaning about the plus in. algebra. Remember here. So everyone, you can see here what is the difference between objective in Go programming and objective in compromise and global. Everyone, what is different? What is different? What is different, please?
I think the difference is that we are trying to prioritize the higher rank value only.
Yeah, but what else? What else, everyone? So in here you see that is the deviational variable, right? You don't see any decision variable here, right? You don't have any decision variable. But for global and compromise, they have decision variable, right? Can you recognize that? Everyone, remember here. Remember here. Deviation variable only, right? So any question for me? Các bạn ơi, nãy giờ cô giảng vậy là rõ rồi đúng không các bạn? Có câu hỏi gì cho cô không? Có câu hỏi gì không các bạn?
Dạ cô em có câu hỏi á.
Em hỏi.
Dạ ở cái slide 17 á cô.
Đấy. Chờ cô xíu. Cô lọc qua 17. Ok.
Dạ, cái chỗ max goals với lại min goal á. Kiểu nó bảo là ở đây bảo là max goal thì D cộng design á cô. Thì nó có đúng không?
Cô đang làm đúng đó, mà chắc có lẽ cô đánh bị sai. Từ từ khoan cô sửa lại chỗ này một tí nha. Chỗ này là dấu trừ. Khoan. Các bạn chúc mừng các bạn, cô dạy từ đó cô sẽ nhắc các bạn sửa như vậy. Đấy. Cái này là cái này em hiểu như thế nào, em hiểu là mình phải minimize. Ví dụ như cái này maximize á, ví dụ như cái này maximize thì mình minimize d cộng hả? Nó không phải vậy. cái này là giống như cô đang giải thích, giải thích cho em ha. Ví dụ như bạn muốn nó giống như nãy là a đúng không, cộng d cộng, ban đầu của mình là mình muốn greater than đúng không, mục đích của mình muốn lớn hơn nè, nhưng mà tại mình thêm vô mình để dấu bằng nè. Có nghĩa là đây là càng lớn là càng tốt đúng không, thì mình phải minimize cái này. Cái d cộng nó thể hiện là overachievement. Overachievement là cái gì? Là mình mong muốn nó được cái gì? Mình mong muốn nó lớn hơn, mình mong muốn nó càng lớn càng tốt. Overachievement, better, càng lớn càng tốt, thì mình minimize cái này, mình min cái này, giữ cái này, đúng không? Em suy luận toán học rất đơn giản. Min cái này là có thể là nó sẽ tiến đến không thì cái này trừ cho cái này trừ cái này mà bằng 7.000 thì cái này nó phải lớn hơn 7.000 đúng không? Cái này mà trừ cho một cái con số không âm lớn hơn 7.000, nó lớn hơn 7.000, đúng rồi đó em.
Dạ em hiểu rồi, em cảm ơn cô.
Còn một cái trường hợp nữa các bạn, hồi nãy giờ mình đang giải quyết cái trường hợp là lớn hơn, nhỏ hơn, bằng. Còn một trường hợp bằng nữa. Trường hợp bằng là mình phải minimize hai cái đó. Ở trong này không có ví dụ, nhưng mà đối với cái trường hợp exactly, ví dụ như cái mình muốn cái giờ lao động của nó là bằng 120 thì mình phải minimize D1 trừ và D1 cộng. Bạn còn câu hỏi gì nữa không? Các bạn còn câu hỏi gì không các bạn? Không còn thì mình giải lao xíu nha.
Trong cái phần objective đó là mình lúc nào mình cũng minimize hả cô?
Đúng rồi. Tại vì sao? Đây nè, em nhìn vào cái trên bảng của cô nè. Mình muốn minimize cái biến này đúng không? Mình muốn minimize nó. Thì lúc nào mình cũng phải minimize cái này để cái này nó phải lớn hơn 7.000. Càng lớn hơn 7.000 mình càng mong muốn mà đúng không? Mong muốn của mình là lớn hơn 7.000 thì mình phải minimize cái này. Nhiều lúc mình muốn minimize nó về không, mình phải càng minimize nó càng về không càng tốt, nhưng mà không phải lúc nào trường hợp nào nó cũng đạt được không hết, nhưng mà nó có thể đạt tới không, đúng không? Nên là lúc nào mình cũng phải minimize hết, không bao giờ có maximize nha. Ok. Còn câu hỏi gì khác không các bạn? So everyone, if you don't have any questions, so we can take 15-minute break and continue later. Okay. Hello. Hello everyone. You come back. So let's continue. Hello. Hello. So we stop at finish how to formulate the problem, right? So right now we can use the graphical method to solve the problem. Graphical method. So we talk about the feasible region. Feasible region here we create pay on the constraint, this constraint, and non-negative constraint. Okay, so we have this area. So right now for constraint 1, for constraint related would go 1 sub constraint here. So right now you look at this minus D2. So here that is the direction is minus D2. Here the direction is plus D2. Hey, everyone, are you here?
Yes, yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you. So, very important, everyone. I want you to pay attention on this. D2 minus and D2 plus. Okay, so this side that is D2 minus, this side is D2 plus. So why we define two direction here? So for example, here that is 2, right? Here is 2. So it means in this side, so we will get more than 70, more than 7,000, right? In this size, more than 1,000. So D2 plus here that is desirable, right? So it means we want to take this part, is this everyone? And remove D2 here, minimize D2, so we don't want to this size. We don't want to this size. But remember here, so everyone, we have the hard constraint that we cannot break them. We must to keep them. So keep them. Right now, if we take the goal 1, so the feasible region we have just like this. Like this. Right? So the area, this area cannot satisfy goal 1. So this area satisfy goal 1, right? Okay. So right now, so you look at the slide 25, you can see right now we minimize. So because that is the lexicographic role programming, so we can show the first priority first. So here that is the way you draw the objective, but you put the objective here in the model, you must do so one by one. One by one is minimize D2 minus first. So Z will be equal D2 minus. So you solve that problem here. Right now we try to minimize D2, but D2 can reach minimize will be equal to 0. Is that everyone? So right now, if we plot to D2 equal to 0, that it can satisfy. So here we can see that is in the feasible region. So D2 equal to, we solve the problem here. The solution is D2, solution here D2 equal to 0. So the question is, how we can know that D2 equal to 0? Okay. Everyone, if you look at this, D2 equal to 0, so we will remove this part. So we have this part. We can reach the goal. Right? But let me tell you the procedure first. The first you show for first priority, and next we solve for second priority. So first we solve the model here. The second you solve for the second priority level, D2 and D4. But you must to include D2 equal to 0 here, because you cannot violate the first priorities. First priorities always the first one we should consider. So when you consider the second, so we put the first one in the model here, like the hard constraint. So D2 equal to 0. So everyone, look at this. The first you have this area, right? Full. But after you achieve the first one here, achieve the first one, so you will remove this area, remove. So this area, that is you remaining. That is remaining area. So here, oh here, that is for the after we finish the first one. So right now with the second one, second goal, second priorities, we just have like this. So, but look at the goal 2. Goal 2 here, and goal 2 is here, right? We minimize what? We minimize D3 and D4. So what you have, everyone? So here you can see that area. You combine two rows here with the area, this one. So you have the feasible region to achieve goal 1, goal 2. That is the orange. Right, orange. So if you look at that one, orange here, right? Orange. Right now we achieve 40. This point, x1 equal 40 and x2 equal 40. But this point is outside of feasible region. You can see that is outside of feasible region. So here that is the feasible, here that is the feasible region. Right here, feasible region. But you have right now limitation and the point is outside. So right now we should select what's the point here. Only here I can show you. So right now, after you select the feasible region, so you just like this have the segment here, only the segment here. So the point here, that is the like the ideal, right? As ideal. We try to select which one is close with this one. So for example, here, if I select this point, so I have x1 is 40 and x2 is not reach 40, right? Maybe 30 something. So in here, I get 35 and I achieve x2 is 40. So right now, which one we should choose? Right now, which one we should choose, everyone? We should choose the one. Sorry, I have several. Sorry các bạn, tại cô có điện thoại. Ok. Tại vị trí này các bạn, vậy thì bây giờ mình chọn cái điểm nào các bạn? Điểm nào hợp lý? Mình muốn điểm nào hợp lý thì mình phải biết là mình thế cái điểm này vô thì cái min nào hợp lý, hợp nhỏ nhất, đúng không? Đúng không các bạn? Các bạn nắm được chỗ này không ta? Cái chỗ mình giải này nó hơi rắc rối xíu.
Dạ cô ơi.
Ừ.
Tại
Sao em?
cái goal 2 của mình á thì của nó là at least 40 nên mình phải chọn cái vùng D3 cộng, D4 cộng chứ ạ. Nhưng mà sao mình lại chọn ở dưới cái vùng D3 trừ với D4 trừ ạ?
Để cô coi là cái chỗ này. Đây không, cái này không có phải là cái này. Thực ra nè là không phải mình chọn cái vùng này mà là mình chỉ chọn cái D3. Nha, khoan nha, nãy nó bị, coi thử nó có bị nhầm gì chỗ đây không. Này là nãy là mình bỏ cái vùng này rồi, đúng không? Lấy cái vùng này xong rồi D3 cộng, D4 cộng là mình lấy cái vùng trên, đúng không các bạn? Lấy vùng trên này. Nhưng mà cái này nó cơ bản là nó không có nông, gọi là nó không có thuộc cái điểm này, nó không có thuộc cái miền này. Cái này mình không có lấy cái này nữa. Nhưng mà cái này các bạn, cái goal 2 này mình không có đạt được. Cái goal 2 nếu mà dưới cái feasible này thì mình không có đạt được á. Mình không có đạt được cái gì hết á. Tại vì mình muốn đạt được cái goal 2 là mình phải lấy được ngay cái điểm này các bạn. Nhưng mà mình không có đạt được, đúng không? Thì mình phải lấy cái điểm nào ở trên cái miền này để nó thỏa mãn, là gần với cái điểm này nhất thôi.
Dạ vâng ạ. Dạ.
Tại vì nó không có đạt được gì hết á, ở đây nó không hề đạt gì hết. Thì mình lấy cái điểm nào, thì cái điểm nào ở trên cái đường này nè gần với cái này nhất, đúng không? Thì nó là cái điểm này. Thì hai cái điểm này, thì cái điểm này thế vào thì nó làm cho min nhỏ nhất. Ok.
Con
Rồi.
nói lại cái region
Cái
của D2 được không cô?
cái D2 hả? Để cô nhắn cho cuộc họp bên này cái 3:30 cô có cuộc họp. Cái D2 này đúng không? Khi mà cái D2 này nó bằng 0, ví dụ như cái D2 bằng 0 thì sao? Có nghĩa là cái D này nè nó cắt cái goal 1 này nè, goal 1 nó cắt qua cái vùng feasible region. Có nghĩa là cái vùng feasible region của mình này nó đáp ứng được cái goal 2, goal 1 chứ, nó đáp ứng được cái goal 1. Thì mình minimize cái D2 minimize cái D trừ, đúng không? Minimize cái D trừ. Minimize D2 D trừ có nghĩa là mình sẽ đẩy cho D2 trừ bằng 0. cái trường hợp đầu tiên nhất nó thỏa mãn nè. Đây. D2 trừ. Cái D2 trừ này á, vì nó nằm trong cái vùng feasible này nè, nên là nó đạt được cái mức là có thể là bằng 0 à, và nó đạt được cái 7.000 này. Còn ví dụ như em thấy là đây là cái đường này đúng không? Cái đường này nè, đường này nó nằm trong cái miền nghiệm thì nó thỏa mãn, có nghĩa là nó có thể được minimize được xuống D2 trừ. Thường là cái đầu tiên á, là lúc nào mình cũng khoét cho nó xuống cái D2 trừ hết, tại vì nó nằm trong miền nghiệm này. Còn nếu mà nó nằm ngoài miền nghiệm luôn á thì mình sẽ chọn gần với cái miền nghiệm nhất. Ví dụ như cái goal 2 nè, cái goal 2 này em thấy cái điểm của nó ở ngoài thì mình sẽ chọn gần với cái điểm nhất. Ví dụ như cái goal 1 này nó không nằm ở đây mà nó nằm ở ngoài đây nè, chẳng hạn như vậy, nó nằm ở ngoài đây, nằm ở ngoài đây, nó nằm ở ngoài đây thì mình sẽ chọn cái điểm nào ở cái vị trí này gần, có thể là điểm này gần với cái nó nhất. Thì cái lúc đó đã còn gì đây, cái lúc đó thì cái D của nó không có gì bằng 0 được, cái D2 trừ của nó không có gì bằng 0 mà nó có thể là lớn hơn 0. Em hiểu ý không? Nó nằm trong cái vùng nghiệm, có nghĩa là nó sẽ thỏa mãn được là nó bằng 0 rồi đó, và có nghiệm rồi đó. Còn nếu mà nó ngoài cái vùng bằng 0 này thì cái vùng này nè thì nó sẽ lớn hơn 0. Các bạn hay là hôm sau cô nói kỹ hơn các bạn cái vùng cái phần giải này nha các bạn. Bây giờ thể họp đang đợi cô qua họp nên là cô phải qua họp một cái. Các bạn ơi, hôm sau cô sẽ giải thích kỹ cái phần đây cho các bạn. Cô tại nãy cô chưa có trình chiếu cái cứ mở bằng slide chưa trình chiếu, các bạn hơi khó hiểu. Hôm sau nha các bạn, để cô qua cô họp cái. Bye bye các bạn nha. 3 giờ rưỡi mà giờ 3 giờ 35.
Dạ vâng, em chào cô ạ.
Bạn nha.